What's up there, sword friends? I'm bringing you this supplemental video regarding two videos that I posted for the Worksharp and the Beavercraft leather stropping video. I try to reach out to the companies that I'm dealing with in terms of like the products that I have, especially the ones that I use on my swords. I try to reach out to the companies, ask them a lot of questions, always talk to corporate customer service, and just to get an idea of what can be done, how it should be done, how to use the machine, and kind of make a decision from there as far as what I think is going to be the most appropriate way of dealing with the machines to get the best results I can get. I try to always reach out and get the proper information for myself and obviously for the channel. I want to try to get you the most accurate information possible. So this way, whatever info I am giving you on products that I use and personally endorse, again, everything is my opinion and you can take it as you may, but anything I personally endorse, I want to try to give you the most accurate information possible, coming from corporate, coming from other YouTubers, and from people who use it, and this, that, and the other thing. So I just want to get back to you as far as, first off, with the Beavercraft video I made with the stropping. Someone had commented on the video saying regarding the compound that is included with the item, this little green compound thing. So basically with this compound, they were concerned with, is it safe? The question they asked me, if I recall, was, is it safe to use on high carbon steel? And I figured, you know what, that's a valid question. I never really thought about it before. I think I may have found out at one point and didn't really pursue it, but I did reach out to Beavercraft, and I did get, did speak to corporate, and I actually got an email from them, and they answered to me exactly like this. So I asked them the green polishing compound, is it safe for high carbon steels, all types of high carbon steels? Will it damage the edge or weaken the edge or anything of that nature? And they basically answered, in their words, they said, no, the green polishing compound does not diminish or weaken the steel. It's great for high carbon steel because we manufacture it especially for using on such steel. All of our tools are high carbon steel wood carving tools. Excuse me. So the green polishing compound needs to be used on such tools. And if you further investigate what they say on their manual, they recommend using the green compound to get the sharpest possible edge when using the leather strop. So hopefully that answers the question. It is safe to use. Is it the best quality compound you could use for a polishing agent? Probably not, but it's not going to hurt your blade if you do use it. I'm sure there's other compound agents that you can use to polish up your blade or polish up the edge, because the way they describe it is they want you to put it on the surface of the strop, and they actually recommend to actually keep it flush with the strop to actually polish it up. The surface of the blade rather than just the edge, and do it like this, actually not back and forth, one way, to basically polish up the edge. I wouldn't use it to polish up the edge, but it's good to make the edge sharp and also get the edges sharp as you sharpen them. So that's the reason why I would use it for. So that kind of settles that. Hopefully that answers the question to the guy who was commenting on it, and you feel more at ease using the compound that comes with it. Continuing back with the actual sharpening video I put in with the strop, and I did make my own comment to try and correct my wrongs as far as how I was stropping the sword, and someone actually commented as well. They said that I was using too much of a high angle, and it's true, because I had said in the video that that I wasn't very comfortable doing it this way. I normally do it like on my lap and just kind of do it back and forth just like this. But what you want to make sure that you do, and pretend like this is a sword, get the strop right here. Okay, you want to make sure that you rest the edge, rest it down flat to get your edge, and then you want to just lift it up just a little bit, a couple of degrees, and just basically do it like that. You never want to go this way. You want to keep it at a very low angle and just basically bring it up right against the strop. Okay? You never want to do it like this because you're diminishing the blade that way. So you want to basically lay it flat, lift it up, feel the edge right here, and just bring it up and down. So that should be the angle more or less. You'll feel it. You'll know what each knife, each blade is different. You'll feel it. You'll see where the edge is, and just go up and down like that. Try not to keep it like this or like this, flat. It's got to be kind of touching or hugging the edge on each side. Okay, so that's the way you want to do it. Hopefully that correct demonstration as far as doing it. Like I said, I wasn't comfortable doing it. It's not how I normally do it, but that's what you want to do in terms of your angle. So now getting back to the workshop video that I made up. Basically, I know that some people have been asking me about using an aftermarket leather stropping belt to use with the workshop. And there are items out there on Amazon that you can see. You can purchase them for about $12, $13. They're aftermarket, good names, and I don't know with the products. I had inquired about this with Workshop a long time ago when I first got it, and when I was looking at different belts to get in this and whatnot. And since I was, starting to get into stropping, I says, all right. And I came across, obviously you go on Amazon and they give you all these other products that are available for the workshop. And the leather belt came up. It's a thick leather belt. You can see it right there. And obviously, what I like to do, I called up Workshop and I asked them, is this leather belt good to use with the system because it's aftermarket? And I'll read you off exactly the answer that they gave me. Now, again, guys, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just here to really try to give you the best information possible. You're tuning into my channel to try and, as far as when you see the title and you want to know what's going on with the product and you want to get a take as far as someone who uses it, and that's what I'm trying to do. But in the same respect, I'm also trying to give you the best information possible so you can make your own decision as far as how you want to use it, what you want to use with it, and this, that, and the other thing. So this is exactly what Workshop emailed me back, many months ago. I actually found out about this. I just printed it out. They had said, we do not recommend or endorse using leather belts on the Ken Onion sharpener or Ken Onion blade grinding attachment, which I have here. We originally offered leather belts when we first released the Ken Onion blade grinder. However, these leather belts ultimately caused many issues such as inconsistent links, stretching, especially in high humidity environments, drying out, and they put a very high load on the Ken Onion sharpener's motors, which can result in failures. To address these issues, we worked with our abrasive belt supplier to develop a cloth belt. This belt does not stretch. It is very consistent in length and has the same load on the motor as our other abrasive belts. The Workshop cloth belts you also track and react the same as your standard abrasive belts. So your sharpening experience is also consistent, which will lead to even better results. The cloth belts, 2 belts per kit, come with chromium oxide and ferric oxide compounds, to get your knife to a high polish and incredibly sharp edge. These have been tested and create the same level of sharpness and polish as a leather belt. So that's the answer that they gave me. But I got to tell you, even besides that, as I'm talking to you about this, I'll show you what I did. I went into my Cold Steel AD10, which is this, and I tried to get, I wanted to get a sharper edge on this. Now, the way it comes out of the box of Cold Steel knives, especially, well, not all Cold Steel knives, but this particular AD10 is more of a very heavy chopper type of thing. So it has a sharp edge, and you could, chop the shit out of something and cut it in half. But it doesn't have a very good slicing edge like some of the other Cold Steel knives. That's not how it's built. Now, I wanted to get more of a slicer, but I wanted to get a finer cutting edge. So what I did was I got my blade grinder. I went in and I got 2 belts that I used only. I used an extra fine belt, which is right here. And then what's on here right now is the actual, and this is actually about 6,000 grit. And then the other belt, which is a 12,000 grit, which is probably similar to like equivalent to like a leather strop or a cloth. It's 12,000 grit. Won't damage the blade. It'll just give it a nice fine edge and bring the angles very close together and give you a nice toothy, smooth cutting edge. Okay. I was able to not change the contour of the blade, not take much metal off, and I really brought it to a very sharp edge. Okay. So you can see in the video how well it cut right after I did this, and it was not cutting anywhere near as good as it's cutting after I used these two belts. And honestly, I probably did like about 15 passes on the extra fine and maybe about 10 passes on each side. The Stropping, the 12,000 grit, the highest grit belt. And I was able to really achieve the sharp edge that I was looking for. I mean, look, I mean, these are these are just the shaving edges that came off the knife after I sharpened it. So it was, and honestly, it took me about 15 minutes and I was done. I've been doing it this way for a while now, and I really didn't have a need to go for a cloth belt or anything like that. And I do that in addition to the leather stropping, and that's pretty much all I need to get a sharp edge. So basically, guys, again, don't take it the wrong way. I know that leather stropping belt is popular to use with the Ken Onion, and I'm not saying anything badly about the company that produces. I'm sure it's fine, but I feel like it was my duty to let you know, since I'm, advising you about the workshop, of what exactly workshop, how they stand on using third-party leather stropping belts. Now, listen, there could be two reasons for this. They obviously don't want to stand behind a product that they don't distribute or they don't endorse. Because if you do break your Ken Onion, they want to disclose that they didn't support it, so they don't have to be liable to do repairs on it or whatever the case is. That could be one. And number two, it may actually damage the motor. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. It's a very thick leather belt. It may actually damage the motor, and you may get through, many jobs with it, and then at one point maybe it'll stretch a little bit too much, and it may damage the motor, and you'll be out of workshop. So like I said, I just felt like I wanted to send this out to everyone, so this way you're aware of what this belt can do to the motors. You could take it as a grain of salt. You can do what you want. If you're happy with it and it's working for you and it's not breaking down, you don't see any pressure on the motor, by all means, sharpen away, you get the results you need. That's really what it's all about. But I just wanted to let everybody know this is the information I got regarding using the leather belts third party or aftermarket with the Ken Onions. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And again, guys, I'm here just to help. This is my opinion. You take it the way you want to take it. But I felt like it was my job to get you this information that you needed. So hope you enjoyed the supplemental video. Hopefully it was some help for you. If you have any comments or questions, discussions can be open. Please keep it nice and clean. And I'll try to answer the questions as quickly as I can and as accurate as I can. And if you want to come back to comment and say, oh, I've been using, what you're talking about, that's fine. I'll take it that way, and I'll wish you luck. And I said, I'm hoping that you could at least get the information and make your own decision yourself. So that's about it, guys. That's all I have for you. I hope it was a help. And peace out, everybody. Have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're watching. Take care, guys.